Fnatic are still in first position at 7 wins and 1 loss. Gambit is right behind them though now, in second place with 6 and 2. Rocket find themselves in third at 5 for 3 and SK in fourth at 4 for 5 after their 2 wins today.
And the Copenhagen Wolves has slipped to fifth, where they're now tied with Super Hot Crew. Both teams have 3 wins and 5 losses. Millennium remain at 2 wins to 5 losses, having not played this week at all. This puts them on 7th place. And sliding back to the bottom of the rankings, we have Alliance. They're now in 8th place with 2 wins and 2 wins and 6 losses.
Well, a lot of impressive gameplay in the books this week. Let's have a look back at some of the players who turned in some outstanding performances in their position, starting off in the top lane with Mimer.
Mimer was amazing this week. We talked about earlier how he's been underperforming. His KDA in week 1 and 2 was 1.44. His KDA in week 3, 14. That is an insane number. He played the Shyvana and he dominated on it. Most top laners has gone away from it now. He kept playing it and he was so good.
Well, that moves us on then to our jungler, and no real surprises from this one. Svenskeren, brilliant this week.
Svenskeren was pretty much the MVP for SK Gaming. He was there with the ganks. Every game he did the same thing. He got them rolling early game and he was just playing absolute fantastic.
And in the mid lane, the birthday boy, but more importantly, the spoiler of Fnatic parties, Alex Hitch.
And the assassin king of Europe right now. Hands down, that set play he did this game was one of the best I've ever seen, and it was beautiful. He really deserved this one.
And to our AD carry, no real surprise with this one either. Mr. Rales after this weekend's performance, with Caitlyn in particular.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Rales has pretty much every week been doing his job and he's been playing so good. This week he really stepped it up together with the rest of Super Hot Crew and they managed to pick up the wins they needed.
And with him managing to get that one as the AD carry, his support, Mixer, picks up the support role as well.
Well, again, they are bottling together. They've been playing so well and there's not much to say. His Morgana was on point, he landed bindings, he landed some good ultimates, and you know, the Black Shield was just there every time.
Well, of course, one player has to tower above the others this week as our MVP. Pretty hard decision to make this week with such amazing games across both days, but ultimately we decided to give it this week to SK Gaming's Candy Panda.
And he's simply been taking the team once they got out the laning phase on his back and just his team fights have been perfect. He managed to get 544 CS as Sivir. Even though they lost the game, he was still the only one keeping them actually in the game. Afterwards, his Jinx game, there was great synergy together with both Svenskeren and Enrated. Every time they started something, he was there, he picked up the kills, and he snowballed the game. And the last one, the Vayne game. Great early game from him, and as soon as he got out of this laning phase, we just knew that he would do something fantastic in the team fights, and they couldn't deal with him. Yeah,
and we've heard him in an interview before saying that he can always rely on that Vayne when he needs to be picking up a win, and they did that against Roccat. 4-0-5 he finished. By the way, that CS that he had as Sivir in the game that they lost was a record across both the European and North American LCS for this season. So congratulations to Candy Panda on that one, and for SK for having a great day today, winning both of their games. But guys, for you at home, the good news is that your weekend is just getting started, because there are 2 days of North America